Thanks for watching Dirt Bike Hacks. So most of these videos are geared towards beginner riders or those who are just inexperienced at riding dirt bikes. Our family has been riding dirt bikes for a few years now. The younger ones are still learning, but I've been riding my whole life, and hopefully these videos will just kind of help build your confidence and increase your enjoyment level and the love that you have for dirt bike riding. It can be a lot of fun. Today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about safety wear apparel for riding. It can be a very safe and a very fun sport or hobby if you're smart and you take the necessary precautions. The only times when it's dangerous is when you're screwing off or you're not prepared for riding. So a necessary thing for riding obviously is safety equipment, and so we're going to kind of go over some of the items of clothing that I suggest you wear for riding. Before you even get started, you should probably get all of this equipment, or at least some, and I'll point out the most important ones. Maybe we'll start with that. So just like skateboarding, riding your bike, there's always a possibility of falling, of crashing, right? And so the number one, the most important thing on your body is your head. You've got to protect your head. You never know what's going to happen. And this is my model here, my daughter Taylor. She's going to be displaying the clothing here. So first and foremost, most important thing is to protect your head. You got to have a helmet, okay? This one is made by Fly Racing. I like their stuff. It seems to be very, very well built. It's very good quality equipment, but it's not as expensive as some of your top of the line helmets like Shoei, Bell, Fox, some of your other ones. Turn around here for a minute, Taylor. As you can see here, something that's important that you want to look for when purchasing a helmet is that it's rated. Okay, this has got the DOT rating. Some are Snell rated. You want to make sure that they're tested and rated by someone reputable. Okay, and you know, there's other helmets that you can buy too that will be adequate if you're just learning or if you're on a budget. There's some that are well under $100 that are still going to provide you with adequate protection in case of a fall or an accident. The second most important thing I think would be proper footwear. Okay, these are proper motocross boots. The brand is Fox. I really like Fox, but they can be a little pricey as well. You can find adequate boots that are less expensive. We've even gotten a couple pairs of dirt bike boots for our kids from garage sales for unbelievably low prices, and so they're great. They're extremely durable. They're made of hard molded plastic and leather, and on the toe here you can see we've got these metal toe guards, and this one here you can see has been split and has a good little bend in it. Most likely this has taken a hit on a rock or a stump sticking up. So good boots are also very crucial. On the inside here it's thick leather to help protect your calf from hitting the exhaust pipe and getting burned. So these will save you broken toes. They'll save you rolled or sprained or broken ankles, possibly even broken tibia and fibia there, and save you from burns. So proper footwear is very important. If you can't find or afford a pair of proper dirt bike boots, at least get you some type of outdoor hunting, logging, camping boots that come up above your ankle and lace them up tight. You want them to be all leather. Those would be the next best option, I think. Other than that, some high top type of boots like what I've got here come up above the ankle. if you don't have anything, can't afford anything, you got to protect those toes somehow. So you'll get some tennis shoes at the very least. They're not going to provide nearly as much protection as these, but it beats going barefoot or in sandals, which I do not recommend. The next, probably most important, would be gloves. All right. This other stuff, we'll get to the jerseys and the pants later, but everyone has a pair of Levi's they can throw on if you don't have a pair of proper riding pants. But gloves are really important, not only in the case that you fall off your bike or you wreck. Your natural reaction is going to be to stretch your hands out, right, to brace for impact, to protect your face and your head and whatnot. It just I've wrecked 1,000 times, and that's the first thing that happens. Just you can't help it. Instinctively, your hands go out to protect your head and your body, and the first thing that's going to hit the ground is your palms. So a good pair of riding gloves will be covered in leather on your palms and on your fingers. Okay, that offers protection, and it offers good grip for when you're holding on to those handlebars. On the back side, they've usually got some plastic protection for your knuckles and the top side of your hands. They kind of cinch up here with some Velcro. They are sized according to your hands, so be aware of that, but they're very light. The rest of it is kind of a neoprene material. It's breathable, it's light, they're comfortable, and they're a lifesaver for your hands. Probably the next most important thing would be pants. Okay, they're not absolutely crucial, but they are helpful and a good source of protection for your legs and waist and groin area there. The way these differ and are a little bit better than just a pair of jeans, right? But if that's all you've got, if that's all you can afford, then throw on a pair of jeans rather than shorts. You need some sort of protection. These are nice because you can see on these, they've got a really thick pad of leather on the inside of both calves and knees. Again, to help prevent burns and to prevent scratches and rubbing and chafes on the inside of your legs there. As you come up here towards the groin area, you got some elastic on the inner side, so you know you're doing a lot of squatting, you're doing a lot of moving when you're on trails. It allows your pants to flex with you. You can see here on the knees, these are kind of cool. Can you squat down like you're sitting on a bike? Go ahead, there you go. So these are kind of stretch type pockets. Your natural position on a dirt bike is going to be sitting, right? When I squat like this, in these pants, it gets really tight through my thigh and knee area, and it starts pulling up my whole pant leg from the bottom. I can also feel it starting to pull down my pants on my backside. Okay, so squatting down, Levi's in their most comfortable position is standing upright. You start squatting down, they get tight and uncomfortable, and after a couple hours of riding, you're going to start to feel it. So these, they have these slits and these air pockets, and they have stretchy neoprene here, and they're pretty neat. They provide airflow, and they provide a lot of room that you can stretch when you're moving and bouncing around on the trail. So those are the main features of the pants. The back side also has, turn around Taylor, I'm going to show off your cute little butt. So the back side also has reinforcement on your butt. On trails, as a lot of you know, you bounce around, you scoot around, you jump on your seat, you're moving a lot. So you need a little extra padding and protection there. Again, you've got some vent lining here on the back sides so that you stay cool. They're nice. They're nice to have. And they're not terribly expensive. You know, I think we found these on sale. The pants, I don't believe, were over $40, $45, and the jersey I think we got for about $20, $25. So you can find them on sale around. So the next thing is the jersey here, and probably the least important piece of equipment as far as riding clothing to have. The material it's made out of is nice. It's kind of a nice neoprene material. You can see in the armpits here we've got some breather holes here to kind of keep you cool, but it's very light. None of this apparel is heavy. It doesn't weigh you down. You can move freely in it, and it breathes. Go ahead and turn around here. Again, the back. I don't know if you can see the light through it here, but it's almost kind of a light mesh material. So it's very light, very breathable. Again, we've got, because it's a little bit longer, hangs below or behind, we've got a little bit of grippy stuff down here in case you are sitting on it. It'll help keep you planted on your seat. So those are the basics. You know, I overlooked the goggles. Those are really nice to have. Those, if you're going to get a helmet, you might as well get a set of goggles. They're not too much more. Or even just a cheap pair of sunglasses. Just something to protect your eyes. I've neglected that many times on rides, and I can't tell you how many times I've been hit in the face or directly on the eye by a rock from a friend who was riding up ahead of me, and they flip up a rock from their rear tire. It comes at you and hits you quick, and it hurts. And if you're going anywhere above 30 miles an hour, things get a little scary when you suddenly cannot see and your eyes start watering profusely. So protect your eyes. Get some good goggles. There's some good sunglasses. Other than that, there's some other articles of clothing too that some people wear. Oftentimes, mainly for racers, you'll see the chest protector. We don't have those. I don't discourage those. They're handy, but I haven't found them to be absolutely necessary in the time that I've ridden dirt bikes. But you've probably seen them. It's almost like a vest that you put on over your jersey. It's all plastic in the front, it's plastic in the rear, and it's just another form of protection for either rocks and other debris hitting you from the front, or if you get thrown from your bike and you happen to land on rocks or stumps or whatnot, it'll protect your chest and your back. So if you can, I do recommend one of those as well. I just haven't found a chest protector to be quite as crucial as this other equipment. So that's really it. That kind of consists of all the riding gear that you need. Again, if you're on a budget and you need to kind of buy an article at a time, you need to start with the helmet. First and foremost, start with your helmet, and then get you some decent boots and gloves, and then kind of work from there. So anyway, I hope that helps, and hope you guys stay safe and have fun riding. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and watch the next video. Thanks again.